Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2000 Gaming again, bringing another Chaos Zero Nightmare. So before I go on talking on stuff, characters, I tend to play the game, and I was dealt with the characters in my hand, and I was noticing that, like for example, I'm very lucky to have Yugo. Yugo is one of my favorite. I know that I'm not like whatever the gacha gods has given me, I will work with it. But this is so good. It really piques my. This is what I like. I like follow up teams just in reverse 1999. That's why if you watch my previous reverse 1999, I pulled for J because I like the follow up skill. Follow up teams are really OP. I like to see, despite it being a turn based card gacha, there's a chance for you to attack. Even in Summoner's War, there's like a return attack. I forgot that that wolf. It's Rawok, right? Rawok, the red fire element wolf that can multiple attack if you get hit, your counter attack and whatnot. I like to have those card based game that has the ability to counter attack or follow up attack. And this one also paired with Teresa. So hers, Hugo, Teresa, and Mika. So these three characters works well with each other, and I have noticed that for a fact that again, you return again your AP action points is only 3. You need to be very very wary of that, and those cards on what you see sometimes like this one are zero cast for Teresa, which is really good. So if you cast one, here you create two shadow daggers, and with the shadow dagger, on top of the ability of hunt commence, okay? So hunt commence, he will be attacking the enemy whenever you attack, okay? Which is really good. Follow up attacks, which is really good in Hugo. While your Mika, okay? So like while Mika gives you AP and draws of the cards and sustain, she also has the ability to have more AP once she improves the tidal waves. So that's what I was like really looking for. So your mentality is if you are dealt with your hand, okay? If you're dealt with your hand as a player here in CZN, you need to think of how can I use my character's ability to shine while I'm playing the game. Okay, so I was dealt with this. So what I did was think of ways that I'll be like think of zero cast cards which you can get in chaos. So I will show you some of what I got. Okay, so the save data. So this one. So you need to find cards which can draw a lot of things in your hand, increase your AP, and attack without any castling cost. Okay, I will call it castling cost, just like in Magic. You don't need to have like casting cost. So again, for example, this one, Gear Bag, it draws two cards. Like there's Epiphany here. It can go like some like I'm not quite sure what this one like. Usually, there's also a draw card and then increase AP, but like I haven't seen that one yet. So there's a good card, and also why am I putting this one draw a card for my support? Because she may have a chance to pull for her card, which is this one. I like this because this is like an epiphany change. Okay, so heal plus 2 AP on recover cost card minus 1 for one turn. On recover, cost of card minus 1 for one turn, which is really crazy. One cost card will be 0 to cast. So those are the combos you need to think about. Pull for cards that can draw a lot, or pull for cards that can give you an AP boost, or pull for cards that will like even if you're having epiphany, if they bless your card, if your card changes into like zero cast AP and a draw card, that's gonna be very very beneficial for you. And also put attack zero cost on your attack type units. Like for example, this guy. See, I put the maneuvering fire. So 200% damage to all enemies. So it's really good. I see this card as well. There's a draw card here, or AP plus. This is one of the good cards here. Zero cast damage to all enemies without even affecting his draw. So you will be able to cast your hunting instincts here. Um, Once you commence the hunt, whenever you attack, you also have a follow attack on top of this one, which is really cool. So think about it. Get cards, zero cost for attack, and for that, you put it on your attacker. Okay? Draw cards with AP, put it in your supports or your assist. Okay? It's either your supports or assist. You can see it here. Okay, I have a Sadism here, vulnerable to all enemies. Yeah, cost of one random attack card in hand, -1 for one turn. Sometimes one of random cards in your hand will be -1. Okay, one of those cards will be zero cost. So think about those stuff that you can see here. Also, this one is really good. Unsheath Dagger, zero to cast, and then you will be able to cast two Shadow Dagger, and then like it's very cool to have, guys. Okay, so all of that one you need to consider, and then that's why they're telling Beryl is very strong because she has this ability. Look at my Beryl here. My Beryl is a sub DPS damage dealer. So this one is a guilty pleasure. There's also an AP draw here as well, which is really crazy. Draw a card in AP. This is one of the best card in. I'm still looking for that blessing. So hopefully I'll get that. That's a good card to have together with maneuvering fire, damage to all enemies because she hits really hard as well. On top of creating one opening and then exhaust cost -1 until use, and then it will be zero cast. There's lots of things that can go. That's why I like about what I like about this game. The mentality of you would be find cards. Okay, if you go to your chaos, you got randomly there. You look at the cards. Like it's good if you read it. Like you always look for that card that like low cost, gives you AP, gives you draw and attack without any casting cost. Okay, so that's how it goes. So if you want, I will show you like we'll show you here. I just want to give you how I did it because I was like doing my mission. Let's go to chaos here, and then let's just go to chaos manifestation. I'll go to Swamp of Judgment. So let's use this character here. Let's use this team. So again, it all up to you depending on your partners. Some partners depends. We'll talk about more on the partners there. So I just go with what Gacha has given me. So just remember those kind of things that I given you advice. Put the draw cards on your support cards that gives AP. Support characters that gives AP. So that you have more attack points. So, 3 damage to random enemies. Commence the hunt for each target hit. So this one is better. This one is better. Okay, legendary equipment as a reward for the next elite area. 2 random pieces of rare equipment. I'll just go here. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's go here. Okay, the good thing about chaos is you learn your characters because there's no auto attack, which I do really love. Okay, so what I'll do when another combatant uses an upgrade card or skill card, gain 1 hunt commence. So 3 damage to random enemies, commence the hunt for each target hit. So let's just do this. Cast this one. So let's do some skills. Unfortunately, there's heals here. Let's just do, and then it will add 1. That's your add 1. So let's just do this. Then he will hit. Okay. So now I have 2 commence the hunt. So the next time I attack, there's gonna be a follow-up. Okay, so this one is the 2 shadow daggers that I've been mentioning. 0 to cast. Oh, I got Epiphany. Okay, nice. So there's lots of 0 cast, which I do really love. So let's gain AP and heal. So that will increase again the hunt. Whenever you use a skill, it will increase the hunt so that you will be attacking and attacking. Again, number 5, it stacks to 5. Okay? So now, let's use this one first. Armor. Shadow Dagger again. So, attack here. Then he's gonna do follow-ups. And then there's also poison. Agony is poison. Then he will attack again. And then cast this one again. And then he will attack again. And then see, this is how you do it, okay? That's what I have observed. I'm just very lucky that I was able to pull for Yugo, and his playstyle is the same as mine, okay? I'll be showing you how it goes around. So that's how your mentality would be: getting cards that are low cost, attack cards, you put it on your attacker. So you have draw cards, put it on your character support, which has a chance for you to get AP, okay? Or put it in your 2 supports, either your 2 supports or your sub DPS. Put there on your draw cards so that you'll be able to have a chance to pull for the draw cards. You can put that on Beryl as well, so that if you draw, you might be able to get that that candy or that energy bar so that you'll be able to eat that. So that's just a short and sweet video for you guys on how your mentality would be moving forward. It all depends on the character. It all hinges on your playstyle as well. So that's why I like to experiment further. I'm just happy that I have this follow-up team and I have a very hungry dragon. So I'm just lucky that I was able to get this character as well. Let's go to your combatants here. I got a Maylin here. They're telling that she's OP. For me, yeah, she's OP. I pair her with my Beryl, and I pair her with this lovely lady here, Nia. Nia is really good as well. Those three, and then I have a 3 team of Yugo, Teresa, and Mika. So those 3-on-3, I have a 2 team now. Currently going at level 40, but I'm still enjoying the game. I do really love theory crafting on how I do stuff. So hopefully you guys like this video, like and subscribe again. This 2000 Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.